Afternoon, 7th graders. Here's some help with the math packet I gave you. If you didn't come pick it up at the school on Friday, then it got dropped to the mail today, Monday, and hopefully will be to you soon, but mail in our area, I think, has to go all the way to Portland and then come back on a truck. So I've also put this in your Google Classroom. You're welcome to do the work on paper or just wait until it shows up and then do it on the handouts that I sent you. Either way's fine. Be sure you put your name on it though, because I feel like you won't. But if your cover letter's attached and I have that name on, your name already on there, just turn it all in one thing. That'd be fine. Okay, obviously if there's a slash through it, don't do it. This is the 3D version. This is what a net is. So a net, remember, is all the sides and then how they would piece together. So you could theoretically cut this out, fold it, and build that. All right. Sometimes it's difficult to draw these because you have to really get your visualization about this down. So it says the figure has one square base. I wasn't sure that this was so obvious. That's why I filled it in for you. One square base, a 6 by 6, and 4 triangular faces, 1, 2, 3, 4, that are 6 by 4. So find the area of the base in square inches. And if it's 6 by 6, what's that equal? Oh, good, 36. And the area of the 4 faces will be 4 times 6 by 4, divide 2, right? Because 6 times 4 divide 2 is the triangle. 6 by 4 is 24, and 24 divided by 2 is 12. So you have 4 times 12, which is 48. So that makes the surface area, add those things up, 14 carry the 1, 84 square inches. If you need me to repeat that, could you just rewind it? Then I don't have to actually repeat it. Thanks. So Yolanda makes wooden boxes for craft fairs, for a crafts fair. She makes 100 boxes like the one shown, and she wants to paint all the outside faces. Let's pretend that the box doesn't have a top little surface. Let's just pretend. Because it's not an open box, so she just wants to paint all the outside. So that's a situation you'd want to find the surface area. That's a real world type problem. People have to do that kind of stuff all the time. So I was working with somebody just recently, and it really helped. It helps me to lay each surface out. Now, because this is a box or a rectangular prism, you're going to have matching sides. So like we'll have 2 tops because you'll have the top and the bottom. So I'll have 2 of those. And then we'll have 2 fronts because we'll have a front and a back. And then we'll have 2 sides, left side, right side. Okay, and because each side is a rectangle, we can figure out how to find the area of a rectangle, right? Base times height. So the top is going to be a 10 by 6. The front and back are going to be a 10 by 4. And the sides are going to be a 6 by 4. And then if you're just doing this following your order of operations, you're going to end up with 2 times 60 plus 2 times 40 plus 2 times 24, which is 48, 80, 120. 120 and 80 is 200. 248 inches squared. Because it's still area. When we multiplied, that's how we got squared. Okay, let's find the surface area of one box. 248. Okay, find the total surface area of 100 boxes. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not doing this 100 times. Because that would be silly. What should we do? Okay, I agree. 100 times 248. Okay, 100 times 248. Anybody got any guesses? Okay, 1 can of paint will cover 14,000 square inches. How many cans of paint will Yolanda need to buy? Well, is she going to need 1 can of paint? 14,000 compared to 24,000. Yeah, 24,000 is bigger, so she's going to need at least one. 14,000 times 2 is 28,000. Is she going to need 2 cans of paint? No. However, I'm going to say that she needs 2 cans. Because whenever I go to Home Depot and I need a can and a little bit, they make me buy another can. Mostly. Okay, let's talk about this. How is a net useful when finding the surface area of prisms and pyramids? So here's what I think. You can write whatever it is that you think. For me personally, prisms and pyramids, if it's not a box, sometimes I get lost visually in what all the surfaces are, and it really helps me to write those down and spread them out so that I can account for all the sides. That's why it would help me. Okay, and the next page is pretty similar. Use a net to find the surface area of the cereal box, then the total surface area. Do I need you to draw the net? Yes. Okay, I underlined it for you. Yes, please draw me the net. There's plenty of room right here for you to do that. Inez bought a shipping container at a packaging store. She measured the dimensions shown. Sketch a net of the shipping container and label the dimensions. That's the shipping container. Apparently, it's a triangular tube. All right, so these problems are going to be kind of similar to that. This one might be fun. You're welcome to use the Google machine. Name a 3-dimensional shape that has 4 triangular faces and 1 rectangular face. Name a 3-dimensional shape that has 3 rectangular faces. Sorry if you heard a text message. I'm using my phone. Because my old phone's over here uploading a video for the 6th graders. And my tea. And then all the books I need to read. Anyway, sorry, distracted. Name a 3-dimensional shape that has 3 triangular faces and 2 triangular faces. So figure this stuff out. And if you need to fire up the Google machine, do. If you need to call each other, do. If you need to go over and sit right next to somebody and breathe their air, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, yes, do this. So an aquarium holds 33.75 gallons of water. Well, this information up here says that 30 gallons is 7.5 gallons per cubic foot, which equals 4 cubic feet. So 30 gallons at this equals that. So I think that that information can help you. Okay. If it helps, draw a picture of an aquarium. If you want to draw the fish inside, be my guest. Use an equation to find the width of the rectangular prism. This is one I thought you guys might struggle with because I think us going to an equation from stuff, we get kind of lost in that. So I did want to be sure to help out with that. So we need to find the width. We're having the volume, the height, the length, and not the width. So remember, the volume of a rectangular prism is length, width, and height. Okay, then substitute the values of the variables. Volume, 6,336 centimeters cubed equals length, 16 centimeters. Width, we don't know the width. Height, 18 centimeters. Okay, that's the first step. Just putting what you know in. Now solve for W, and we've done that kind of thing before. 16 times 18. All my devices seem to be used up. 6 times 8, 48, 6, 10, 18, 8, 8, 2. So we really have 288W equals 6,336. Now I have to do 6,336 divided by 288 by hand. You can use a calculator. 6,336 divide 288. 28 probably goes in there twice. 2 times 8 is 16. 17. 4, 5. 2. 13 minus 6 is 7. 12 minus 7 is 5. Bring down the 6. Ooh. Ooh. Those numbers are same. Boom. Width equals 22 centimeters. Okay. All right. 1 clay brick weighs, blah, 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 blah. I think you're going to be good at that. All right. Last page. Aquarium again. Finding the missing information. Okay. Similar. I liked this one because 1, it's about science, but also gold. And I thought you would like that. So that's about all I'm going to teach you today. Well, which is really just review. Okay. If you have questions, please do email me. If you need to send me a video, send me a video. Just record it on your phone. Send me that. And if I need to, I can call you or I can send you a video back. No big deal. I'm going to try with the 6th graders tomorrow a Zoom class. So Zoom, if you're not aware, is just like a place where we can all get together and there's little videos of all of us and you can hear each other. So we can try to interact and solve some problems. So I'm doing that with them in science class. And if that works out pretty good, then I might try something like that with you, especially if a lot of you have questions. Then we can try to figure out a good time to do that and try to make sure everybody's available. And if you're not, we can record it and then upload that. Okay? So I'm sorry that this is kind of boring, but I'm glad if it's a good review for you. And hopefully we'll be back together soon. And if we're not, then there's going to be a lot of my hands working with my pen and me yelling at my phone. But I'll try to show my face occasionally. I will read aloud book to you and post that every day. And I'll try to just send you a general message every day in your Google Classroom. So please be sure to check that. Okay? Miss you guys. Stay safe.